Hello everybody. In this video, let us discuss about yet another interesting command, make results command in Splunk. The make results command in Splunk is a such command that creates a result without needing any events. The command is very useful for developers who need to test searches, dashboards and alerts. Also, it is very useful for those who want to experiment within Splunk environment without the need of pre-existing data. So without any delay, let us see various options how to use this particular make results command in Splunk. So in order to do that one, let me open my Splunk interface. I hope already is open. Let me go to my search and reporting app. So here, so as we have discussed, so without having any events, okay, so simply if I say pipe symbol and make results, yeah, so now if I search for all time, see, I will be having the current timestamp value, okay, it will be generating the current timestamp value simply if I say make results. So again, if I put count equals to 5 over here, some count equals to 5, make results count equals to 5, so 5 duplicate values for this timestamp will be created. 5 values for this timestamp field will be created over here itself because I have specified count equals to 5. Okay, so if you have observed, without any data, okay, there is no events, we are not pulling the data from any of the events, but still we are getting the particular timestamp over here. And similarly, if I extend this one with a particular stream stats command, stream stats count, if I specify, for each of the timestamps whatever I do have, I will be having a count over here. So like that I can generate certain kind of results without having any kind of data. And if you still see this one, if I want to have day wise timestamps, see here the current timestamp, okay, whenever I have recorded the particular video, okay, so I do have the particular timestamps over here, but if I want day wise timestamps, okay, so what I can do, I can always use a eval command as well by extending this one. If I say eval and if I use underscore time, yeah, equals to underscore time minus count star, so 86,400 seconds per day, right? So that's why I'll be giving this particular value, okay, so that from time it will be lessing this thing particularly, okay, whatever the count is there into 86,400. So the next day, okay, it will be generating. Okay, so if I search this one, you can understand clearly. Okay, see here, so because I do have one value, count one value, I do have 12th December, 2nd December 2024. So this is 1st December, 30th, 29th November, 28th November, like that, whatever the value in count we do have, so with that the number of days it is descending over here. So likewise we can always have the particular data generated, okay, particular results generated by using this particular make results command. And not only this one, so if I want to have a particular string values, okay, if I want to add a field with the string values, I can always do that one. So how I can do that one? For example, say if I remove all these things from here and if I extend this one, if I say eval some test equals to if I give some Splunk is a some text, Splunk is a popular big data log monitoring tool, monitoring tool. So if I search, what happens? Whatever the particular timestamp value is there, okay, across that one we will be having a test field created, and in this one we will be having the particular value, this particular string as the value, like this. But if I want to populate it as a different different into different fields, okay, what I can do, I can always use it as a make mv as the particular command. Okay, I can always use make mv as the particular command over here, and I can always split the whatever the particular field is, whatever the particular data is there, text is there, I can always split, okay, wherever there is a single space. So how I can do that one, I can always use make mv as the particular command. So I can always specify delim equals to single space, and I can always give test as the particular field. Now if I search with this one, see, it will be broken into different words. Okay, the entire text is broken into different words because I have used a delimiter with a single space. Okay, wherever single space is there, it is broken. So now I have only single timestamp value over here, but I want each value, each test value for each timestamp. I want a timestamp again for each value. Splunk, only for Splunk I do have a timestamp value. Similarly for ease, for A, for popular, for big, like that across each of the particular test values whatever I do have. If I want to have timestamp, what I can do, I can always extend this a pipe symbol again, and I can always use mv expand as a command. So if I use mv expand, it will be expanding, okay, so across the particular field whatever we are using this particular thing. So mv expand underscore time, if I specify, sorry, and mv expand test, if I specify over here, and if I search this one, see, it will be creating all the particular timestamp values across the particular test values. Okay, so like that we can always have. So what you have to remember over here, this data is being generated, okay, without any, it is not coming from any of the events and all, okay, but by using this particular make results, because this is a self-generating command, okay, we can always have our own data, okay, and we can always test the particular results like this. Okay, if you want to test this mv expand or make mv, all these particular things, whether they are working properly or not, you need not have any data to be tested, okay, from any of the events and all. So but simply you can always test like this, right? That is the particular thing that you can always do. And again, if you want to create a set of events with the multiple fields, okay, you can always again do that one. How you can do that one? For example, say if I remove all these particular things from here, again if I say count equals to 4, I'll be having the timestamp 4 times. Okay, so now if I say stream stats count, okay, and if I search, I'll be having the counts. Okay, so and across that one I'll be having the counts of the for each timestamp value whatever we have, because I have used the stream stats. Okay, so now if I want to produce two fields, okay, say some age and city. Okay, so if I want to produce a particular field called age, so how we can do that one, I can always use eval as the particular command, eval age equals to, so for each, based on each value I will be generating the particular age. So how I can do that one, eval age equals to case is a function, okay, so conditional formatting can always do. So if count equals to 1, then I'll be specifying as 25. If count equals to 2, I'll be specifying as 39, some number. Okay, if count equals to 3, I'll be specifying as some 31. Okay, and if count equals to 4, I will be putting a null value over there. So null is the particular thing I'll be putting. Okay, that's it. So this is the particular case function I'll be writing. Okay, so now if I search with this one, see here I do have whatever I am intended to put. Okay, so those values I have got over here under the field age. Okay, so for 125, for 239, and for 331, and 4 because I have put a null value blank, I have got it over here. Okay, similarly if I want to have another field as well, say eval some city equals to case count equals to 1, or else so if count equals to 1 or count equals to 3, I should be having the city name as San Francisco. Okay, or else count equals to 2 or count equals to 4. Okay, the city name that should be displayed is Seattle, right? So like this I can always put, and if I execute, see I can always have the particular things. So likewise, okay, a number of fields you can always generate. Basically you can produce data on your own without having generated from the events. Okay, that is the main thing that you have to understand over here. And similarly, okay, if you want to have the particular JSON format also, if you want to get the JSON formatted data, okay, you can always check that one as well. So how to get those particular things? So here I can remove all these particular things from here, and I can always use parameters. Okay, here in order to use the particular JSON format, I have to use the parameter called format equals to JSON I have to specify, and data equals to, I do have some JSON data over here, let me copy that one. Yeah, this is the particular data I do have. Let me copy this, and if I paste it over here within double quotes, see whatever the JSON array is there, okay, with key and its values. Okay, see name is the key, Larson is the value, age is the key, 32 is the value. So automatically it will be creating the particular fields over here. Okay, so if I search for all time, so here see age and name, see this is the raw data that we do have, this is the timestamp however it will be taking, and age and name, these two fields it will be creating. Okay, from this particular JSON array automatically it will be creating the particular fields, right? So like this you can always use, but here you have to use the particular parameters format and data as well. Similarly, if you want to get CSV data as well, so what I can do, I can simply change the format to CSV. Okay, and data here, right, I have to give some comma separated values. For example, say country city, country comma city if I specify, and if I want to give some values, so India, the capital city for India is Delhi. So, sorry, and again United Kingdom. United Kingdom, if I specify, London is the capital, and again Germany, if I specify, Berlin is the capital, and Russia, if I specify, Moscow is the capital. So likewise, I can always create comma separated values like this. And now if I search over here, okay, see it will be providing the particular fields also. So here I have to give the parameters format and the particular data, whatever the data that whatever the format I have selected. If it is a JSON format, I have to give in the JSON array. Otherwise, I have to give, if it is CSV, I have to give in the CSV format. So likewise, we can always generate the data like this, and we can always test whatever the commands that we want to use, or whatever the result set that it is going to produce by using various commands and various SQL queries and all. We can always use without having any events generated. That is the main thing over here, right? So hope this is useful for you. And again, we'll be meeting another video with another topic. Until then, have a great time. Bye bye.